What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Sideshow Collectibles action figure review on the 6th scale Sideshow Collectibles Marvel's Wolverine. If you're trying to pick this up, you can get it at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Now, I have the 6th scale Deadpool figure, which I still like, and I'm really looking forward to this Wolverine right over here. Definitely one of my favorite superheroes of all time. I like the image of Wolverine, and it wraps around on the side. You can see his shoulder, and then on this side, you can see the claws right over there. Then on the very back, you can see that same image of Wolverine. At the very bottom, there's some contact information for Sideshow Collectibles. If you'd like to help out this YouTube channel, hit them up. I'd like to work with Sideshow again, so hey, if you feel like it, put in a good word for me, would you? We get this nice spot varnished Wolverine mask right there. Same thing on the back. And then if we do the Sideshow plop, you can see that we get some Wolverine claws on the top right there. On the side, it says Wolverine. And then we get the different colored mask with white and brown. And then there's some claws again. Then when you pull this down, you get a piece of foam. And then you remove the foam, and then there's the figure inside. All right, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Wolverine out of the packaging. And this is a very cool figure. Look at that. That is an awesome looking Wolverine. I'm very happy with how this figure looks. I like the articulation, but then there are things that I don't like about the articulation and everything. I really like the sculpt, but then there's some things I dislike about that. So it seems like for everything I like about this figure, there seems to be another thing that I dislike about this figure. Kind of tricky. So at the end of the day, I do like it. Believe it or not, I'm very happy with this figure. I think it looks awesome, and I like posing it around. It's just that there's frustrations that come along with it as well. So anyway, he does come with a lot of accessories. Let's take a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at Logan. So Wolverine comes with this base, and it's alright, you know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do like the design. You know, you get some claws tearing through right there. I mean, there's no sculpt in it or anything, no spot varnishing or anything like that, but the way it looks, I think it looks pretty, pretty well done. You get a Marvel logo right over there, and then you get the adjustable cradle right here. Complaint of mine though is that I feel like it's really small. Like if you have him vanilla posed on here, it's fine, but as soon as you try to get him into a wider stance, then it just looks really strange. So here are all the accessories that we get with Wolverine. If you pick up the Sideshow exclusive, you get the Muramasa blade. I don't really care to have that. I'm just happy, you know, having him posed with his claws, which actually look great. So let's just get a closer look at these because these are fantastic. I love these claws, man. At first I thought they were made out of plastic, but now, yep, it's feeling a little cold. So I think these are made out of metal and they're painted. I think they look really good. They're very sturdy, very strong and sharp and pointy. I really like them a lot. Love the paint detail and the sculpted wrinkles and the stitching and everything on the glove. I think that looks really good. Very pleased with these. Looking awesome, man. Really dig them a lot. Now, he also has his glove right over here. So basically what you do is you interchange the arms on the figure. And just getting a closer look at this, again, I really like how it looks. Little silver buttons right there. Nice attention to detail. But we get 3 arms. When you open the figure up, he actually arrives with these arms right here, which don't have articulation at the elbow. And I think they look pretty good. I just wish that they had hair on them. You know, Wolverine's supposed to be very hairy, and you can see that they have some really nice paint detail here, some nice fading and all that, but yeah, no hair. I wish he had hair, at least on one of them. Then you get the articulated arms right here that bend in that much, which is pretty sweet. I dig that. Then you get these bent elbows, which look cool. You know, you get that flexed bicep and everything. Again, no hair on the arms or anything, but these are kind of frustrating because putting them on, you can't really rotate them around at the bicep. Just demonstrating right here. You can see how it's got to be at an angle, and when you do that, you can only have him posed in a certain way, so you can't rotate up here, and that's very frustrating. That's my biggest complaint as far as those arms go. He also comes with these interchangeable hands. He has a wide grabby hands right there, looking pretty cool. I like those. And you also get the Muramasa blade holding hands right there. Looking pretty sweet. Now I did get him holding the blade that the Hot Toys Wolverine figure came with. I kind of removed that middle finger right there from the palm, so it's attached, which I'm not really bummed out about because now I can have him holding this, and that looks pretty sweet to me. I'm liking that. So if you do want him holding a sword of some sort, you know, there you go. He's holding this katana right here, looking pretty cool. They also give you a set of wrist pegs in case you break them, and I gotta say, I love the peg system for these. I don't feel like I'm gonna break anything. I hadn't had anything pop out when it's not supposed to or anything like that. So yeah, I wish Hot Toys would replicate this peg system. It's just so much better than what I typically see from Hot Toys. And then you also get this mask that you can put on his back if you want the unmasked Wolverine showing, and I think that looks really cool. I like the wrinkles in there. Very well done. It has a little magnet right there where it just sits on the back, which I'll demonstrate in just a moment. So here's the first of the two head sculpts, and man, this is cool. I really liked this masked version. I really like both of them, but jeez, this is just really cool. I'm digging it a lot. I like all these little wrinkles that you see. I like the texturing for the mask over here. I think that looks really good. I think the paint came out looking really good. We get some seams on the top of his head. I like the flesh tone. The teeth look really cool, but I do think they're a little on the big side. Kind of looks like he's wearing dentures or something. I don't know. Just a little on the big side with the teeth. But I do like that they added that silver paint for the eye parts right there. So that's pretty nice. And looking on this side, coming around the very back, you can see that texturing for the mask. I think that looks really awesome. I'm very, very pleased with this. Now, unfortunately, I did have a hard time switching the heads out. Oh, jeez. Okay, so there's 3 different connecting points. You have the neck, and then you have this this peg that goes into the head where that connects right here. So then you have the head actually connecting to that peg. So you have 1, 2, 3 connecting points. And if you're lucky, there you go. So that's the way it's supposed to come off. And the very first time I removed it, that's how it came off. So that was fine. But the second time, I actually removed it at the neck. And I had seen somebody else's video where they did the same thing. And now it's just really loose for me right there. And that's frustrating. And this one right there is, oh yeah, see that head is just really stiff on there. So I don't want to push it on there more than that right now. I would like to heat this up first, but so you can get a look at this head sculpt. I think this one looks awesome as well. I really like the unmasked Wolverine over here. Very impressive work from Sideshow. I'm really digging that a lot. If we end up getting a new Wolverine in the near future, I would want it to look like this. I really like the expression too. He's got that smirk going on. The eyes look great. Very nice wrinkles throughout. I like how the hair is sculpted and everything. I do have a gripe about the hair though. If you look at the hairline, you could actually see a lot of flesh tone going in there, and that bothers me, especially like up here. So it's a little irritating that you could see all that flesh tone in the hair. I wish they had kept the black paint going all the way up to the end where it meets his face. So it's a little gripe of mine, but really, I mean, it's a pretty cool looking Wolverine, man. Now looking at the rest of this figure, the suit looks really good. I like it. At first I thought it looked kind of baggy, but I like how it looks. I like the texturing that they have right there. I think that's pretty sweet. Would have liked some paint on it, like especially on the yellow parts, but oh well. Again, wish we had some hair on his arms. Definitely needs some hair on his arms. These are the straight arms, which I don't understand why you'd want. I mean, I guess if you're vanilla posing, again, these claws, man, these claws, I love them. Then here's his belt. Another complaint I have is his fly opens up very easily, or you can see that we get an orange piece of Velcro right there, and I wish they had gone with brown, because it's really noticeable when you're posing it around and then the fly, you know, goes open and you're like, oh damn it, I have to fix that. So that's something that I'm constantly trying to cover up, you know, but I like how the belt looks, you know, has that nice leathery texture to it and everything. Oh, this keeps popping out on me a little bit. There's a Wolverine butt. Then looking at his legs right over here, you can see he has this nice stretchy material around the knees, so that's really good, helps with posing, so I really like that a lot. Then his boots, man, these are really cool looking boots. Love these boots. Get these little silver buttons right there, nice color variation on there. Love the texturing right here. And very good looking figure. He has steel toes. I didn't know he had steel toes, but that looks really nice. Get some black over the silver. And then he does have some nice treads sculpted at the bottom of his feet. Even some dirt down there too. I like that. So I do like the articulation on this figure, but man, it has not held up. The joints have gotten very loose on this piece, especially that ball joint at the neck. That's very wobbly, as you can see right here. I mean, it just droops right back down. That really bothers me a lot. But he can look up that much if it wasn't so loose. There it goes. So he looks up a little bit. He can move down that much. You also get side to side movement, and he does have a good amount of neck pivot in there. He does have the butterfly joints right here at the shoulder, and you can rotate the figure at the shoulder right here. Well, it can move outward, but you can also rotate it like that. So that's pretty sweet. You can move the arms forward like so. I really wish we had a bicep swivel though. It's very frustrating. It's like if you want to move the bicep, you have to detach it and then rotate it around, and that's just not cool at all. But he can bend at the elbow once. I'm just going to move that aside right there. And it bends in that far. You can also rotate at the elbow. This has gotten very loose on me too. You can see it kind of just wants to drop down, so that's not really fun. Anyway, you get rotation at the wrist and they hinge up and down. He does have a diaphragm joint right here that can turn side to side. You do get diaphragm pivot. He will crunch forward only a little bit and move back some. He does have a waist joint in here too, which I like, and a little bit of waist pivot, and it doesn't really crunch forward and back so much as at the waist. He does have hip joints that move outward that far, and you can get him kicking forward that much, which looks a little bit weird how it detaches from his butt. That's kind of strange. It does move back a little bit. You get an upper thigh cut right here. You get the double jointed knees, which is actually very tough to crack. At first I thought he only had a single jointed knee, but there's a second joint right here, and you just have to go through that moment of fear when you snap that joint. It'll work. He also has rotation right here at the boot. Then his ankles can move down just a tiny bit, and they move up a little bit. They can rotate right here, and he barely has any ankle pivot, but it's there. And to measure out this Wolverine figure, you can see that he's standing just a little under 12 inches tall. Then for your 1/6 scale Sideshow figure comparison, we have Deadpool next to Wolverine. And you can see Wolverine is just a little bit shorter than Deadpool, which I do like, but I think Wolverine should have been even shorter. I don't know, maybe like to there. He's supposed to be 5'3". Then for your Wolverine comparison, we have the Sideshow 1/6 scale Wolverine next to the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Wolverine movie figure. And between the two of these, I actually like this Sideshow figure more so than the Hugh Jackman figure. I mean, that's just more Wolverine to me. Look how much cooler the claws look over here compared to this one. Ah, sick! And then just for fun, here's the 1/6 scale Wolverine next to the 1/6 scale custom ShartimusPrime figure. Thanks again, Dave Wheeler. Hey there, little fella. Oh yeah? Then to compare this 1/6 scale Wolverine to a 1/12 scale Wolverine, we have the Marvel Legends Wolverine figure from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. Then to compare this 12-inch scale figure to your average 6-inch scale figure, here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time No Letdown Spider-Man. And then here's Wolverine on the Hot Toys dynamic posing stand, looking awesome. I think it's great that I can get the figure posed on this flight stand like this. I think it looks really cool. However, I am still bummed out about some of these loose joints, like this leg right here just wants to droop right down. That bothers me quite a bit. Same thing with that neck joint. It's very tricky getting him posed like this without it just dropping right down forward. But at the end of the day, I do like the figure. I can get him into the poses that I really want him to get him into, and he does look very cool. So I don't know, man. Let me know what you think based off this review in the comment section below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to subscribe and you want to see more ShartimusPrime videos coming your way, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, hit that notification bell. You can see a photo gallery of images over at marvelousnews.com, and you can see my t-shirts, music, and figures for sale all over at ShartimusPrime.net. I'll catch you guys later. Peace, bub.
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
We're shot in your face. I said we're shot in your face. I said we're shot in your face. I said we're shot in your